Good morning. It is July the, what is this, the 28th, I believe? 28th, Thursday, 2021. So, I had a different video going to make. I still may make that video. I don't know, got a lot of things going on. Today's Thursday. I'm getting stuff together. And tomorrow I'm heading out to the beach. Then Saturday I think I'm going to, well, today there's that big Gold Cup football soccer game, U.S. versus Qatar, and then tomorrow I'm headed to the beach. And then Saturday I do believe I am going to barbecue. So usually I'm barbecuing a Boston butt or a something like that. I'm gonna try brisket this time. Why do I usually do pork? Because I ain't from Texas, but I'm gonna do a brisket this time and use some mesquite wood. Even though everybody around here laughs at you if you don't use hickory, I'm gonna use mesquite. It don't matter. So this is probably the last opportunity I'm gonna have to get to talk about a game. And I had another one planned, but I found this game. What are you talking about? You found this? I was in my shed, and this was down in behind some boxes. And I didn't know I had it. Seriously. Have I played this before? Yes. I don't remember playing this specific copy, but I have played this before. But it's been a while, right? And if you can tell, the bag is falling apart, but it's, what is it? It's Rivets, yeah? And it's Micro Game 5 by Metagaming, and it was $2.95 at the time. Wow, right on. How the bag looks like it's had it, right? Let's look at it. Gosh, man, I love the old Metagaming pocket games. Even, you know, just love them. Man, I don't like that tape. Gosh, let's see what we got going on in here. Counters. Well, they're metagaming counters. You know what to expect. They've been cut though, so they are in bags. Look at that. They're in Ace Hardware bags. Don't you love it, man? Gotta love it. Counters. Paper thin. There's a reason for it, because it's basically paper. It is cardboard, but barely, right? But here they are. Yeah. They're functional. There we go. That might be better. They're functional, but there's nothing special. Metagaming. What do you want? I mean, you expect some great die-cut counter or something, right? But it's Rivets. And let's read the blurb. What's that say? All right. Lot bopper, yeah. The lot bopper is a speedy ground unit that rides on an air cushion and is powered by ramjet engine. Armed with only 4 low intensity laser cannon, the LB uses its high speed and to elude enemy units, and it can deliver a quick backstabbing attack. Yeah, that's the lot bopper. Cool. The blurb is, the boppers were robotic war machines. When the war ended and everyone was dead, think about that, man. Robot war, everybody's dead. The boppers kept on fighting, of course. But what else could you expect from robots with the average intelligence of an electric can opener? Rivets is a tactical level science fiction game of robotic warfare in the 22nd century. The players choose their robot armies, program them, and maneuver them to destroy the computer complex that controls the enemy's robots. Game components include this rule book, an 8 by 8.25 inch by 14 inch game map, and 118 counters. There's the counters, obviously. Let's say nothing great, but let's look at the map. Yeah, you know what to expect. Come on, it's metagaming. 1977. Come on now. You think it's going to be anything? Actually, I think this might be a later edition. I don't think this may not be the 77 edition. designed by Robert Taylor. He did one other game, Black Hole, which was an odd game. I've got that somewhere, or I had it. There's the map. The map, a very north to south type map, long map. Got some terrain. You got some terrain effects there. It's functional. What do you want? What do you want? All right. So there's the preface. Man, look at that. We use every bit of for the printing, and roughly so. All about that. It is 77, but that may just be a copyright date. Introduction. I think we've already read. 2-player tactical. Yeah, we already read that. Game component. Yeah. Startup. Counter selection. Each player selects one set of counters, either red and white, to represent his forces. Right on. Scenario section. The player decides which scenario they will play. First move. Let's go with the turn sequencing. So we have sequence of play. Game turns. Rivets is play. Okay. Sequence of events. The sequence. First player turn. First player checks to see if it has enough control factors to operate his units. If not, he removes enough units of his choice to maintain the balance with the number of control factors. First player moves all his missiles on the map board and resolves any combat caused by the missiles. Cool. Number 3, first player receives his build points and builds new units inside BCPC, and if he controls it, the neutral complex. 4, first player programs and reprograms any units inside BCPC according to the programming rules. First player moves his ground units, including newly built ground units according to the ground movement rules. Yeah. First player moves his DB units, including any DB unit. Okay. First player fires and moves. First player. Okay. All right. That's just ground movement. That just seems, without very much reference, that just seems kind of. I'm just drilling it on. Ground movement allowances. Each ground unit has a specific number of movement points shown in the upper right hand corner of its counter. A Big Bopper, for instance, has 3 movement points. It costs a certain number of MPs for each ground unit to enter a hex. All right. Terrain effects. There says terrain effects. Ground unit is affected by the terrain shown on the board. Okay, cool. General movement. Ground combat. Whoa. Let's go back to general movement. The movement is what I do want to focus on here. Adrenal movement. During the ground movement segment of a player's turn, he may move all, some, or none of his ground units. Man, right there. That sounds like the old tactics game. That was mind-blowing to people who was playing stuff like chess back in the day. When tactics come out and you can move all, some, or none, people just blew their minds, right? It's still, that's still the big innovation of Charles Roberts, the big innovation of tactics. That's what that was. Okay, however, a ground movement can never exceed its movement allowances. Okay, stacking. Only 2 ground units can be stacked together in a hex. I'm cool with that, just because stacking can get out of control sometimes. Movement through other units. Any unit or stack of units may move through a hex occupied by a friendly unit or a stack of friendly units. That's cool. Combat strength, general. Multiple unit combat. Wow. When a single defending unit is attacked by 2 or more units, the combat strength of the attacking units are totaled into a single combined strength factor in the unit. Okay, that's easy. Easy to know, right? Just a tiny bopper. All right, okay, man. We got CRTs here. Yeah, it's a CRT. Yeah. Odds-based CRT, cool. Cool. Well, that's it, man. That's about all I have for you. Not much, but very cool. Very cool little game. I found, like I said, I found it. I don't know, man. I probably bought it at some point, or I know got it at some point from somebody and probably just dropped it in there, that back behind them, that file cabinet out there in that shed, and just left it forever. So I'm glad I found it. I'm gonna try to get to it. If you played it, let me know. What do you think about it? You know, I just that idea of that whole thing. Hey, the world's come to an end. You know, everybody's dead, but these machines continue to fight. Man, that's just cool to me. Love it, love it. All right, man. I've droned on enough. Y'all have a great weekend. I intend to myself. Be good. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.